Hi there, my name's Joe, and I run a little no-budget film outfit in El Paso, Texas, USA called Ghouling Productions. And a few years ago we put together this little horror anthology called The Abode of Mad Tales, which starred this gentleman right here, Gora Chan Saha. He's a good friend of ours. We've known Gora for a few years now. We've had the pleasure of working with him on our film. He cast us in his film, The Son of Devil, which was a lot of fun to do. Gora is one of those actors that is 110% in. He's the kind of guy that if you gave him $1, he'd give you $5 worth of work. Dedicated, professional, just really a lot of fun to work with. I wish we got to work with him in person, but you know, there's thousands and thousands of miles between us, so that's not doable. But well, it is, but for the moment it's a little cost prohibitive. But if you're on the fence about casting Gora in a project, I'd say go for it. And it doesn't matter where you are. Like I said, we live in Texas, he lives in Calcutta, India. We managed to do it. Gora's been in a lot of films. He's been in films, in Australian films, Italian films, British films, German films, American films. There's nothing that can't be done nowadays with the technology we have available. Yeah, if you're thinking about casting Gora, I'd say go for it. You won't be sorry. He's a hell of an actor, and like I said, he always just gives it his all. So yeah, cast Gora in your movie. You will not be sorry.
And I will create a new world. Wait for me. I am coming soon. I am coming to you.
Coming to a theater near you.
There we go. The real son of devil. Yeah, fuck that guy.
That guy too.
It kind of bugs me that my name came up first, and I think it's just because I mean, it doesn't bug me, but it's just like we weren't really in the movie that much, you know. We kind of were late additions, so I think that's kind of how he shoehorned in with the credits. But I mean, oh yeah, Chad Nauer and Jerry Williams were in this too. Jerry's the space hero guy. If you've ever seen his show, it's awesome. And then Chad is the director of Skeleton Cop, which, what I understand, is in post-production right now.
And is part of Legacyverse Productions.
Legacyverse Productions, yeah, that's right. I love the music in this.
Yeah, he did a great job finding great mood music for this.
And I don't know if Gora was going for this or not, but this has kind of an old school feel to it, like some of the music and just the way it's shot and everything. It kind of has almost like a late 70s, early 80s kind of a action horror sort of feel to it, you know.
What an intense actor, huh? This guy just has, you can feel his intensity throughout his whole body as he moves throughout this.
Yeah.
And does the fight scenes and stuff.
I sometimes think his eyes are just going to pop right out.
Yeah, there's nothing subtle about him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he used real guts, like animal guts or something like that for that scene, but that's what it looks like. And I remember when I was one of the first movies I did back in the 90s, we used intestines that we got from a butcher, and you got to use those things really fast because the longer you take to film, the
they get rather
stinkier
ripe,
they get.
But you can't even tell on his face, like he's just loving the guts.
Yeah.
I have need your blood.
What are you saying? Do you want to kill me?
Have you any doubt?
Yes,
Come on, try to
that's
kill
my
me.
favorite
It's
part.
not easy,
Right?
my friend.
Not of the whole movie, but my favorite part there.
Okay.
Have you no
want to
doubt?
fight with me?
And Gora's one of those guys that, like, if you talk to somebody and you ask them, "Are you familiar with Gora Chang Seha?" and if they say, "I don't know," then it's like, no, then you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Because if you'd seen him in anything, you'd know exactly. You don't see Gora in anything and forget it. You know what I mean?
I think this is my favorite.
You're a very good fighter. I'm enjoying fight with you. Yeah!
That's my favorite line.
The love story angle I didn't see coming, but I thought it was cool. And you know, it kind of reminds me, like these parts with him and his girlfriend, like his happier times when he was a happy guy and he found love and everything. It reminds me, I don't know, I mean a lot of people probably don't know what I'm talking about, but anybody that's from the Southwest or from, you know, Mexico or predominantly Hispanic areas like we are is familiar with the novellas. And this kind of reminds me of almost like an Indian novella, which is like a Mexican soap opera.
But very dramatic.
But very dramatic, yeah. Yeah. But it has that kind of feel to, because even the novellas are very, almost overly dramatic at times, you know.
I think people should also watch Taylor James Johnson's documentary about Gora along with this, because I think people would appreciate this a lot more.
Yeah.
Having watched that other,
Yeah, I agree.
and watching how much he struggled.
Mm-hmm.
He's got moves too.
Yeah, he does. Check it out, man.
Yes.
Black Magic book.
I wonder what that book really is.
I don't know. I
My
noticed that
God.
he's got it turned around. So that's like the back cover. And
Okay.
then the front cover, it has the Hindi writing on it
I
and
have
stuff.
got this
but-
book.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that myself. I swear sometime back in the 80s I had that on an album cover too, and I can't remember which band it was, but it looks really familiar.
Yes. I have get this book. My Lord Evil, the devil have sent me this book. Yes. The devil have sent me this book. My Lord! Thank you so much! I am your servant! I am your servant! My Lord! I am your servant! Thank
really
you
an
so much!
underdog story, you know?
Kind of.
Really, because he just kind of gets
I am your
screwed
servant!
with so much, and then he gets this power, and it's like, oh, okay, now everybody that's screwed with him is about to get their comeuppance, you know. Now in this scene, this is like the big climax. By the way, if you haven't seen it, spoilers. We should have probably said that at the beginning, but there are some spoilers here coming up with it. But yeah, you can really see where like the crowd starts to gather in some of these scenes here, where he has the showdown with the cops, and I think your favorite cop scene is coming up soon too.
Again, here he's not saying anything, and look how much he's expressing.
Yeah.
How expressive he is.
You can't kill Gora!
You just piss him off more, make him laugh.
Yeah. It's almost got kind of like an Incredible Hulk thing going on this, in this part, you know. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You would not like me when I'm angry.
Oh yeah, this guy. This guy is awesome. Check this out.
Yeah.
You know he
I
had,
want to cast this guy.
you know he had fun doing
Yeah.
that. I like this part because this is like, well, it kind of has like that whole vampire thing where it's like, ooh, look, here's a cross. I like what they did with the lightning bolts there. But also, it's like, was there an intentional spiritual message here, or was it just part of the story? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure it was intentional.
you think so, or well, I mean, it could have been, or it could have just been something that just found its way into the story. You know?
Well, I remember with our scenes, he just said, "Do this."
Yeah.
And we didn't know how this was going to fit in the story,
Yeah.
so we just rolled around on the ground and did this, not knowing how this was going to play out.
I'm going crazy in pain. Oh my god.
Yeah. All right, Gora.
Good movie. You know, because it's fun. It's a fun watch. You know, if you appreciate no budget filmmaking and movies that are made with passion, this is a treat. You know, because you can tell that Gora just loves what he's doing, and the people that are in the movie, you can tell they're having a good time too. I mean, it's a serious story, but you can tell that everybody's jumping into it.
And like you said, it has that sort of novella style, almost tongue-in-cheek kind of dramatics.
Yeah, exactly. So, go watch Son of Devil.
Yes.
Son of Devil. The Son of Devil.
That movie here.
See, this is the real Son of Devil. This is from SRS Cinema. Am I saying that? Yes, SRS Cinema has put this out. And there's a bunch of trailers for some of the movies that they've done. The guy's name is Ron Bonk that does SRS Cinema. And some of this stuff looks fantastic.
And we will put a link for the trailer here, or for the distributor as we're speaking. So we'll put a link in there. We'll put the website.
Absolutely.